Move on to another subject, which is the border tax. That's the border adjustment tax, supposedly 20% on everything that comes into the country. You say it's not going to happen. Why do you say that?
Well, I just looked at the imports coming in from Mexico and multiplied it times 0.2, and I think Steve King and Stuart Varney would come up with the same number. It was $54 billion. So that would build the wall about, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 times every year. We don't need that much money for one thing. It starts a trade war for another. I'd rather see us tax the remittances, the $60 billion or so that are being transferred south of the border. And then another thing that Jim Sensenbrenner brought up is of all of the resources that are confiscated when we're moving in on drug dealers, let's put all of that into the border finances also. A lot of ways to finance this border, but we don't need to start a trade war.
Regardless of the rights or wrongs of the border tax, I don't think the votes are there in Congress to push it through. Do you think that they've got the votes? I don't think so.
No, I don't think the votes would be there. This Congress still remains to be predominantly a free but a smart trade House of Representatives. And so anytime, we've had litigation back and forth on NAFTA. We've lost that a few times. I think that we're sensitive to that. We want to keep the trade open, but we want to secure our border. We want to build a wall. I say a fence, a wall, and a fence to secure this border. And then, as President Trump said, he wants some wide gates. Well, I'm fine with widening the gates, increasing our efficiency there, so there aren't long legal lines waiting to go back and forth from America. But let's make sure it's legal, and let's cut off all that contraband, those $60 billion worth of illegal drugs that are coming into America that just happens to match the remittances that are going the other way.
That's interesting. Steve King, Congressman, Republican, Iowa, thanks for joining